it'd be fun to take an earthquakes class. Fun. That we were supposed to have a midterm that day. We had a class, and we were going to have a study class with the professor, and then we were going to have the midterm. Well, the professor didn't show up for the study class, and then the next class we assumed that the professor would still have the study class and then the midterm. He walks up to me and asks me, "Are we still having the midterm?" And that's how I met him. He walked up to me and said, "Are we having the midterm today?"
It was very romantic.
Yeah, very.
For us, I mean, honestly, collecting information was hit and miss, and there was not the ability to research what information is even available that there is now. There were no computer databases. It just didn't exist. And so, yeah, I mean, I think our research was probably much, much thinner than it is today because we didn't even know how to find. The hardest thing was to find what information was available. It may have been there, but to even find that it was available was very, very difficult. So, I mean, that's huge. It's a huge difference between now and back then.
The stacks were claustrophobic. It was like one person could fit down the aisle, and the books, it was literally stacks. You'd go up, and it went up, 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 up like this, and it was dark, dingy.
And I remember that as you would go up these little ship's ladder stairs, at the top of each one would be a little desk area, maybe this large, small desk area where you could bring whatever it was you were researching, you could bring that over there and actually sit and work on it. And it had a little light that you could turn on because it was so dark in there. And that's where people literally sat there, and you would come up these little ship's ladders, and you'd see somebody there with their head down on the counter, literally had fallen asleep, and who knows how long they'd been in there. But that's the way the library was. They had a lot of resource information. I mean, that was nice. They had a lot of resources and no place to put them, which is why they built the stacks in the first place. So it was good and bad.
It's a place where you obtain knowledge, and whether it be in book form, and not everybody can afford computers, and you can go there and use their computers. It's a resource.
I remember leaving class one day and walking over to the Union, and we walked like right out of the class and walked over to the Union, and she asked me if I wanted to go bowling, and I said, "Sure, I'll go bowling." She didn't bother to mention to me that she'd been on a bowling team and that she was a really, really good bowler. So we went over, and she proceeded to kick my butt at bowling. So.
It was the first time I'd ever bowled over 200. And then he never bowled with me again.
No, I didn't.